Hello everyone and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is a game I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I'd always hoped that Liz and I would be able to do this one together, but unfortunately with the baby it looks like it's just timing's not going to work out. So I didn't have anything planned after Dr. Decker, and this happened to be on sale and it seemed like the perfect time to just jump into it. So here we go. We got the whole trilogy. Start a new game. Okay. So I'm assuming we want to start at the beginning. Yes, the first one. Wow, 2001. Okay, so I guess I should say I've never played any of these games before. I know virtually nothing about them. Episode 1, play the first turnabout. Yes. So yeah, this is completely 100% blind. Oh, is someone dead already? Oh yeah, someone's struggling for air. What is it? Oh, it's a statue. It took me a second. Oh, that's not good. That did not take long. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. That was quite the range. Someone like him. Oh, the text goes on its own. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. What was that we just saw? Boy, am I nervous. Options? Maybe I should go through that real quick. Oh, these are the same ones that I said at the beginning. Okay, so we won't worry about that. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. So does this mean... is this like our first trial ever? Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Oh, that's probably not gonna go over well. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. I love this already. Is his name Butts? Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. What? This is not gonna go well. This is the worst trial. Like, we haven't even started the trial yet, and this is already going poorly. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Oh, okay, so the girl who died was his girlfriend, and now he's being blamed for it. Okay. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. But we know that's not true. It was the crazy-looking guy. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Murder simple. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Alright, I'm glad it seems like this isn't gonna be like a super serious thing, that it's more like a lot of humor. I like that. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Alright, so he's the anti-Makoto. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Isn't that like a conflict of interest? Like, shouldn't we not be representing him? I'm just like, yeah, I love that it doesn't take itself too seriously. Ah, that is a total conflict of interest. Alright, 10 a.m. I'm assuming our court has started. That jury does not look happy to be here. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense. Yes, the defense is ready, Your Honor. I almost forgot the word defense. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Can I just go vomit in the bathroom real quick? Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. And by that I mean we will do a tutorial, because that's usually how this works. Hands shaking, eyesight fading, light flashing before eyes. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Phoenix. Phoenix Butts. Maya Wright. Wait, hold on. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. And permanently. Line. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Aha! Just press the R button to check it any time, okay? Like right now. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. That's definitely fair. I don't believe we're a defense attorney. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death. It was the 31st of July between 4 and 5 p.m. Cause of death, the loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Is there more to this? So her name is just Cindy? Cindy Stone, there we go. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. A likable guy who has been my friend since grade school. Chief attorney at Fay & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Winston Payne, eh? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block. Your Honor, the defendant's name is Cinder Block. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... hit with poison. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Clearly, this basic knowledge means that you are prepared for a murder trial. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. He was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Okay, so all we know is it's heavy, which is probably why it was used as a murder weapon. Stands to reason.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh, God. He does not seem like a smart man. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh, no.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you just described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport.
Aha!
According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. And she was murdered at like between 4 and 5. Okay.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Wow! Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Objection! My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating oh, you dummy, you dumb man. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly or stop him from answering. Okay. No, we have him answer honestly. Because it'll establish credibility. Or it's going to completely mess up this case and we're going to game over on the very first trial. Either way. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order. Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like, I didn't see her. What? That's awesome. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
Uh-oh. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
Oh, no. That is garbage. The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Whoa, okay, and we're not suspicious of the person who found the body?
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's okay. But, alright, so how does he know... How did he know Cindy is what we're gonna have to figure out here. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, I don't like you. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness's account, okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw the man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. Aha! However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. So you didn't go in? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Ha! Lies! The man who ran away was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Yes,
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Was out from noon to 6 on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright,
hold on. Yeah, no, that says the actual time of death. I thought that maybe was the time she was discovered, but yeah, that's just straight up wrong. Discovered Miss Stone's body, newspaper salesman who saw Larry flee the scene. Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. I like that. Okay. Open the court record with the R button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay. I'm wondering if there's more than one. Saw a man fleeing the... I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. No. It's inside the apartment. Right. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. Well, the door is half open, you see. Isn't it to want to peek? We climb the mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. Fewer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? A woman not moving, dead, okay. I found myself unable to go inside. I'll have to call the police immediately. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Ha! Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Oh, okay, I see. I can press him on something. Okay. Or I can present something. Remember the time exactly? It was one. Ah! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. I don't really have a voice for him. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Wait. This isn't trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. No, he said exactly. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, so I'm gonna have to... The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Wait, what? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's when I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. But then how did we get the... Well, alright, the autopsy would have the right time. That's still dumb. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay, what do I have? Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Time of discovery. Okay. What evidence do I have? Okay. Time of death was between 4 and 5. Statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Day before the murder. Ah, there's no electricity. Okay, got it. Got it. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Yeah, get wrecked. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Nailed it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. I mean, who doesn't shake like that from time to time? It happens. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Okay. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock on the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Wow, this is getting like more pathetic. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Get wrecked. Didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Yep, there you go. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may...
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue, my apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw it. Ah! Fantastic. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and should burn. Burn, give him death. Oh my God.
Order, order in the court, I say.
And I think that's a good place to end our first episode. Let me know what you guys are thinking of this, if you would like to see more. I find this really fun. Like I said, I'm glad it doesn't seem like it takes itself like super seriously, which I enjoy. I like the humor. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments if you'd like to see more of this. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.